Guys, Justin Brock here with Ryan McMillan today from Bankers Fidelity, and we wanted to sit down. He's in the office, just hanging out with us, and gracing us with his presence, talking about some different things that are going on at Bankers Fidelity in the marketplace, and always have a good time. Known Ryan for a little bit now, and had some fun hanging out with him at Medicare Con last year. Actually was in Banff with you back in the day.
Yes, sir.
And so Ryan has a wealth of knowledge, and so I decided, hey, while you're here, let's sit down and ask some questions about what Bankers has going on, and hopefully we can provide some knowledge. So one of the things, just to try to get started with Bankers. Obviously, Bankers has had some ups and downs, and from massive wave for a while, and then now I think we're looking at some additional charters potentially down the road, and some different product development. What's the forecast for Bankers' involvement right now in the marketplace? Do you have just a general landscape that you can paint for us?
Yeah, absolutely. No, I appreciate the time, Justin, and allow me to come in and talk. Bankers Fidelity's been around for a while, and the last, we had this huge wave of business back in 2016, 2017, 2018, started kind of dying off. We were a little loose on the underwriting, and so it wasn't as competitive, or wasn't as profitable as we needed it to be, things like that. So we kind of slowed down our business on that side. Kind of had to get our book right, but in the meantime, too, back years ago, 98% of our business was with just Medicare Supplement, and we needed to diversify our business. So we've really gotten very heavy within the ancillary market. So we do cancer, we do short-term care, hospital indemnity, and final expense. And then also we still do our Medicare Supplement, and we're continuing to try to grow all lines of that business, so we're more diversified. We also have a worksite division that we've really hit hard in the last year and a half or so as well. So here in the next year and a half, we will have some more charters that will make us more competitive again and be back in that market aggressively. And in the meantime, we've been doing a lot of business on all of our ancillary lines, specifically our cancer line.
Yeah. So the cancer policy, I've touted it several times before as what I think is one of the most, if not the most competitive lump sum cancer policy, just from a cost comparison to some of the other products that are out there, to the benefit structure of it in general, and even on the commission side. So decent renewals, really heavy upfront compensation on there, lower rates than a lot of the other companies, and very competitive on the look back period, for instance, the in situ benefit. With the 25% versus the 100% option to
both, yeah,
you can do either one, so it gives you a lot of flexibility. I'm curious because I have a couple of agents that are writing a little bit of the hospital indemnity product, and of course we're writing a lot of hospital indemnity premium, and we're always looking at carrier partners to figure out which ones are best for our clients, or that right combination of good for the broker and good for the client that makes everything just so. Give me some feedback on what you're seeing in the hospital indemnity market.
So hospital indemnity has been good. Our product is a little dated. We're actually in the process now of revamping that product. So hopefully you'll see some new updates from that by AEP.
Okay.
But right now it is a little tough with that product specifically. So because we only do 65 to 85 on our current product, and our observation, just to be transparent, is only covered at 50%. So those are some things we need to address.
Yeah.
We're going to have a new product that's going to be very aggressive in the market and have a lot more flexibility than what you see probably from any other carrier.
Yeah. The cancer policies are really strong. I like that you guys have a short-term care product. Of course, you have the final expense option right now with the levelized commission.
Correct.
Process.
Levelized commission. Most of our distribution is Medicare Supplement agents, so it kind of mirrors a Medicare Supplement commission structure where it pays out for 6 years until the commission drops down.
And somebody with high persistency ends up making more money that way, plus not having to worry about crazy chargebacks in there, from that perspective. So there's definitely some people out there that I think enjoy the levelized commission just being part of the, the gravy train along with everything else. So on dental, any news on because what I see is you have some of your biggest companies with the great enrollment platform. So you have three different tiers. You have the MedSup carriers that have no additional products at all. Small reinsured deals that are just popping up trying to grab up market share for what to what end, I'm not sure, but not really, diversifying their book at all, just trying to grab that market.
Right.
Then you have your next tier, which is the guys with good product onslaught, but no quote and enroll. And I hate to use it because Aetna uses quote and enroll, but really like a quote and enroll platform where you have like an Amazon shopping list of products. There's a second tier that doesn't have that. They have all the products, but you have to go and individually buy them, without naming names. There's two of them that start with M that I'm thinking of that have great products, but no way to really tie them together on the MedSup cross-sell. And then there's the third tier, which I think you guys are in with that Amazon shopping list style platform. So you got, your Aetna, Cigna, Bankers, Fidelity really are the top three right now that do that, which gives you guys, some leverage, because if you can get that product portfolio in the right hands and with the right momentum, and especially if you had that decently competitive Bankers, Fidelity, MedSup again, or one of those newer charters down the road, to be able to write it all. We were talking before about dental, right? Mm-hmm. And there's a company out there that's doing really well that I don't think their say their name, their dental product is necessarily the best one, but it does very well because it's so easy to write. It was right there on the platform. With you guys, if you can get that pricing even remotely competitive at the right time, because you have the quote and enroll platform, a lot of people are going to go to you over the charters that have no additional products or no quote and enroll style platform.
Absolutely.
So, but one of the products that's probably missing is dental. I think I had heard you guys had a potential viable solution to that down the road, but
we talked about it. Right now, we're trying to, like I said, revamping the hospital indemnity product and everything else, and working on the new charters for MedSup. So right now, that's not really in the strategic forecast right now, but sometime in the near future, but not in the immediate near future.
Gotcha. So hopefully by the time the charters are there, which we were talking year and a half out, something like that.
Year and a half. Yeah.
And it may be a great timing thing for you, because some of the really competitive companies right now may have priced themselves out of competitiveness, and you may be able to swoop in there like Lancelot.
Hope so. Hope so.
But there's that potential. Right now, I still think, from my perspective, the strongest thing that Bankers Fidelity has going is that cancer policy, because it was made to be the best cancer policy. It's the product, killer. And that's a competitive market, because there are good policies that are out there. None of them are really bad. But when it's that competitive and you have one that's maybe slightly less premium for the same benefit structure, same underwriting requirements, and then pays you more commission out.
It's got some unique identifiers on there too, with the skin cancer benefit and
skin cancer
and second opinion travel rider as well.
What's the you guys have a rider specified disease on? Is that on hospital indemnity or cancer?
It's on cancer, yeah.
Cancer. So that one was interesting, because there are some random things that can come up that aren't covered under a typical lump sum cancer policy that have some benefit under that specified disease policy.
Correct.
Or rider. So we did a training internally and talked about the specified disease rider as something that made you guys stand out. On the hospital indemnity plan, that can be relevant as well, just because you're writing a lot of Medicare Advantage to fill the gaps. And some of those gaps are in that specified disease rider concept, but aren't necessarily covered in the core benefit of the HIPs.
Correct.
Well, the Medicare landscape right now is just shifting so fast. And what do you think about this consolidation in the market with all the buyouts and everything? Good, bad, and different?
To be seen. It's good and bad. I like to see some innovation and things of that nature. You just don't know what the future holds, as we move on, and but there always needs to be competition out there, so I think that's good as well. So
and I think that if the consolidation can combine forces for good, it's great. But if they combine forces for evil, it's not, right?
Correct.
So we're looking for Batman rather than Joker. So, no, I think that there's a lot of good stuff coming, and I think that some of these groups that are able to communicate together more effectively, that there could be some good, resources that come out of it. And then at the same time, there's a lot of uncertainty in the air, which creates opportunity for people that can maybe create solace for the people that are uncertain. So opportunity all around.
Absolutely.
And we're proud to work with Bankers Fidelity to help grow some of that. And if you have not checked out Bankers Fidelity's cancer policy, it's a really, really good one. We have one agent right now that's crushing it with it, and we would love to see some more of our agents get attached to it. So we'll be doing that. If you guys want to reach out to Ryan, he's on Facebook. He's in the Medicare Gurus group.
I am.
And if you want something specific from him, let us know and we'll get with him. But Bankers Fidelity is definitely something you should have in your toolkit. So thanks, Ryan.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Awesome.
Thank you.